Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's talking to how's it, Courtney? Can you hear me?
Hi guys, this is Wes here. If you can just unmute yourself and turn your cameras on, please. Hi, Courtney. Hi guys, this is Wes here. If you can just unmute yourself and turn your cameras on, please. Hi everyone, how are you doing? That's that loose. Hi, I hope you can hear me. So this is just a period for make sure that it makes like Google app is the issue of. Okay, is anyone having any issues? No one's coming forward, so I'm Rick.
I'm having an issue with hearing. Is
Well, a very good evening, folks, and welcome to the inaugural event of the virtual race series for 2023. Exciting new competition happening here on the virtual world. Obviously, virtual world exploding with the COVID onslaught that we had a couple of years ago, and there's been a gap in the market which we've identified, and we've created this series. Some amazing prizes: 25,000 rand to the first lady and man across the line here today. So this is really exciting, and we just can't wait to see what the guys are going to be bringing out just now. 3 months to qualify. All riders had from May to July to qualify to try and set the fastest times in the categories, the men and the women. Some of the rules, obviously no pro or ex-pros were allowed to race. What a pro is basically if you get paid to race, or if you've been paid in the past to race, that means it makes you a pro in our eyes anyway. And those were some of the criteria. There was obviously a lot of weigh-ins and all that sort of thing that's going on in the background to make sure that this is obviously it's fair, it's safe, it's legal, that we can then hopefully produce a world champion coming out of something like this, a virtual race series going forward. We do have Ashley Moolman-Pasio, who won the E-World Sports Champs in 2022, so putting South Africa on the map as far as virtual racing is going. So this is really exciting for us, and we're looking forward to growing this event more and more every single year. Hopefully now riders out there in South Africa will see that this is something that is real. It is going out there. You'll see next year we'll hopefully have a lot more riders qualifying as they go through. It makes it a lot more achievable for mere mortals like us that ride and we don't get paid a salary to race. So looking very forward to that. We have chosen the Be Cool platform to go on. So here is a little video about Be Cool and what it actually is. They claim to be the most realistic platform out there. The reason we are using it as well is that we've incorporated our own route for this racing here. We are using Breedsneck, which is out the back end of Krugersdorp on the way to Hekwood. A lot of riders would know exactly where that is, and that is the route we are choosing today. The rider's going to be going over Breedsneck. So it's a really brilliant climb. It's very realistic. You take the GPS files, you load it, download it, and it gives you almost like you're riding. I've ridden Breedsneck in real life, and I can guarantee you this is almost like you being there, except you're suffering in your own lap. And something else that's coming up, obviously the guys from Thompson Smiley Foundation doing a ride. These are some of our amazing sponsors that have come on board that are putting together for the Thompson Smiley Foundation. What is Thompson Smiley Foundation? It's a foundation born out of an idea from Peter Thompson and Gordon Smiley. Education very important to them in South Africa, and this is to raise funds to try and educate the previously disadvantaged kids of South Africa. And on that note as well, both Peter Thompson, I ride with him often. He's an avid cyclist, and he loves the cycling world. And they have given a rider, Jordan September, has from Fisher High School, which is one of the schools that these Thompson Smiley Foundation supports. They've sponsored him to go overseas twice already to go and race in the world and that sort of thing. So a really great foundation to be a part of. And these are some of our sponsors that are coming on board. At the end of August, we have got a tour where we ride from Pontiff, which is on the border of Botswana, all the way down to Fish Hoek High School. It's 12 days. It's 2,100 kilometers. I have the privilege of riding it again this year. I've been invited to come on the tour again. It is really amazing. It beats a good day in the office to be out there averaging about 185 kilometers a day. But here is a little video just to show you what it's all about. well, just looking at that brings back so many memories of that tour that was in 2021, the inaugural tour, happening again now, again at the end of August. So if you want to get involved, folks, we do have Backer Buddy events happening as well. You guys can contribute to that. All as you saw on the video there, all funds do go to charity. We don't pocket any of the money. It's a really, really great event to be part of. So some of our sponsors there, we've got obviously Cycon there, I&J, Sectional Title Solutions, BCIC SA is obviously coming board, Educate Events, High Five, we're obviously looking after our nutrition, Stay Cold, the Be Cool is the platform that we are using today, and then Nikki Thompson Arts. So, some really great sponsors to be behind us. It's a fully supported tour. So follow us, guys. We're going to be on TikTok every day, dropping little teasers. We're going to be on the YouTube platform as well, Facebook. We're going to be sending out these little teasers all through the day, and follow our journey as we make it all the way down from the northern part of South Africa all the way to the southern part of South Africa. Just having a look at the screen now, our riders are about to enter the holding pens. We're just getting all the riders in, and then we're going to cross live to the racing. Where's Thompson helping me out in the background? He's driving the whole lot there. We've got our riders all sitting on. I'm just looking at they are sitting on we can pick them up on their Zoom platforms. And as I said before, all riders have passed the criteria. They have the way in. They've done all that sort of thing. So let's cross over to that, and we're going to see exactly what they're up to shortly. We're just making sure that they're all in. Obviously, we can't go live until they're in, otherwise it'll kick us out as well. So it's a platform that's, like I was saying, the Be Cool platform, brilliant platform. You can go ride, you can film your rides and bring it into the platform. You download the GPX files, it picks up the elevation, it makes it real, it really makes it real, and you can go and relive that ride again and again and again if you want to, especially if it's one of your most favorite rides. Or if you go overseas and you go and film something overseas or whatever, you say, wow, that's a really beautiful ride. Let me bring it back that my friends can enjoy it with me as well. But we're about to cross live to the start line now. Our rider's sitting on the start line. Where's take us to that start line? So there we are. You can see the countdown timer on the right hand side. There's 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go. These riders have got a 10.3 kilometer route, 224 kilometers elevation. Those of you who've ever ridden Brett's Neck will know exactly what it is. We've got Brent, Courtney, Daniel, Lucy, Peter, Reynard, Tennyson, and Wes. Obviously, that's us at the bottom. We are just watching, and we can obviously then follow the riders as we go through. Like I'm saying earlier, a lot of riders picked up a lot of skepticism. Is this real? This is real, guys. This is 25,000 rand. One of these male riders is going to walk away with 25,000 rand tonight. One of the female riders is going to walk away with 25,000 rand tonight. So it is real. It's going to be back next year, bigger and better. We want to see the start line absolutely full next year, and I think it will happen. It's easy. And if you want to try the Be Cool app, download it. It's free. Your first month is absolutely free. Try it out and say, wow, this is really great. You get to ride some of the roads all around the world that people have downloaded, or the Be Cool app guys have created themselves, and go and ride different parts of the world. And it just gives you that real live feeling. You'll see now once we go live with the racing exactly what it looks like. And it's really, really is amazing. Where's just looking at Wes now, he's giving me the thumbs up. The guys are all in, and we're just about ready to go. 6 minutes and 32 seconds. We can actually follow the riders as we go as well. You can see all the information sitting on the bottom of the screen there. So if for example, for Lucy, you can see that. So it will give us her average heart rate, her kilometers an hour, how much watch she's putting out. So we can follow and pick up all the technical details from every single rider that we're following at tonight, and we can get an idea, and we can actually cross over and get it from their view now. So as Lucy's riding up the mountain, we cross over to Lucy, and we will get a first-hand experience of exactly where she is on that mountain going up Brett's Neck, which is really, really cool. This is an unbelievable platform. I see we're racing at night. None of them have night lights on, so that makes it all the more fun, I suppose. But great crowd out on the start line there. I mean, the guys are waving flags. I see there's some Belgian flags there as well. I see a French flag. So we've bought this has just drawn the finest crowd here this evening as the races are out there. I think that there we go, the Spanish flag, the German flag, Belgian flag. Like I said, this is just an unbelievable international event happening right here. This isn't a South African event for South Africans. We haven't opened it to the rest of the world. It's purely for South Africans. It's purely for normal riders that are out there that are not pro. We have normal jobs from 9 to 5, 8 to 5, whatever you work, and you take your riding pretty seriously, and you can come up there and do this. And this is what it's all about. It's about riding, and maybe you walk away with 25,000 rand because we get riders that can ride in the virtual space where other riders, they battle out on the road. This is maybe their thing, and we've had a lot of riders. We've got a lot of potential sitting in South Africa on the virtual racing platform that can actually then make it on the international circuit, and it's doable and it's more affordable than actually trying to go race overseas. Should you not have that ability to go race and the funds to go race overseas in Europe, this is obviously the next step for a lot of riders in South Africa. Because we all know racing overseas on the South African rand is not always the easiest thing to do. But we're sitting at 4.5 minutes now to go before we kick off. Like I said, 224 minutes. Meters of climbing over 10.3. Qualifying times, the fastest men's time was just over 16 minutes, and the ladies coming in around about the 20-minute mark. So that's how long we're expecting the race to go on tonight. So within it's going to be very quick. Within 15 minutes, 16 minutes, we're expecting our first male across the line, and not too far behind with the ladies. Should be not too far behind there. I have seen Courtney race before on the virtual racing. A very talented young lady. So let's see what she's going to have a work cut out today, because I know Lucy's hungry for that money as well. Lucy's going to be coming for that. But let's have a look at. We've also got a cookie skate. Yeah, that's just somebody just logging on there having some fun there. So Brent, Courtney, Daniel, Lucy, Peter, Reynard, and Tinnis out there. So the men. And we've got 6 men and 2 ladies. So one of those ladies is going to walk away with that 25,000 rand. This evening, this is really exciting, and a big thank you to the guys from obviously Thompson Smiley Foundation getting behind this. This is the virtual race series. It's going to be back next year. This is the first event for 2023, an inaugural event, and we will be back next year. I can guarantee you that. Well, there we go. Just 57 seconds to go now before we go down. A lot of experience sitting on the start line. You'll see what will happen now before the race just starts. You'll see them start revving up, because what happens is once the countdown hits zero, basically the riders will be released. And you don't want to be starting like in the real world where you start and you've got to get in the right gear and get the bike up to speed. If you're spinning quite high, you've got your revolutions going quite high already, you'll fly off the start line. So it just gives you a bit of a boost kickstart there. You can see it turn red. Less than 30 seconds to go now as we go live now for the first ever virtual race series for 2023 here with the Thompson Smiley Foundation. Great excitement on the start line. You can see the spectators are going really wild. 10 seconds to go. It's going to be really interesting to see exactly where the attacks will start coming. As you can also see the little profile on the side there. 224 meters. There we go. Side lighters are taking off. Some of them have put their lights on, and as they go off, some serious racing now. There we go. Riders are off at the moment. Let's just have a look there. Looks like Brent out in the lead. He's going to starting off at the moment, putting 5.6. Oh, pushing some serious watts there at the moment. These guys trying to get away early. They know it's only 10 kilometers, and with the 224 meters in total of climbing, they've already done the 4 meters. So you can see that's counting down as well now. So we are sitting with Brent, Reynard now, Peter, Tinus, Brent, Daniel, Lucy, and Courtney. They're a couple of seconds back, but the two ladies are together. Looks like, I'm just having a look at this. It just shows you how far they are, plus 43 meters, plus 18 meters. So we just want to have a look exactly what those ladies are doing there. Lucy slightly ahead of so there is also a draft. You can see the top there. You can see he's getting a draft. Brent was just drafting a bit there. It just shows you a little bit exactly what these guys can do on this platform. So we're going to cross over to Peter now. He's busy making going at the moment. Is this Peter Overnight? I think it is him. Yes, it is him. And he's a brilliant virtual racer. I've seen him race in the virtual series in the past as well during COVID. So Peter out there sitting quite strangely on their bike by the looks of it. Peter sitting quite far on the forward of that saddle. But really great to see all these guys. Have you seen how we've also made it all legal? I mean, we've given them all the same wheels, the same bikes. I mean, we've just made this whole level playing field happening here at the moment. 1.1 kilometers in now. The real climbing hasn't quite started yet. You can see the rider's only done 26 meters of the actual climbing now. So sitting with Peter there, you can see how many calories he's done, beats per minute. He's sitting at 181 beats per minute at the moment, 92 RPM, 37 kilometers an hour, pushing out 284 watts, 300 watts. So riding pretty hard there. Reynard now, he's gone out into the lead now. Daniel sitting just in second at the moment there. Tinus now coming through as well. So, some serious challenger. These guys are just bouncing all over each other. They're just attacking each other left, right, and center. Let's go back and see if we can see Lucy and Carol. Lucy and Courtney. So Lucy there out at the moment. She is sitting at 224 watts as she goes through at the moment, and Courtney out on her own as well. Looks like Courtney is plus 81 meters behind the leaders, and Lucy, from what I'm trying to pick up there, 24 seconds. So Lucy and Courtney also split up quite drastically already. There's some serious action happening here at the moment. Peter Avnot back in the lead. Reynard, we've got Tinus in the mix as well. These guys pushing out 334, just over the 300 watt mark. So some serious hard work. I mean, I'm just crossing over and looking at their Zoom. We've got them all on the Zoom camera. I can tell you one thing: Peter's dancing on his pedals in his garage at home. He's seriously standing up and giving it everything he's got there, because these guys, 25,000 rand for us. I mean, that's unheard of when it comes to prize money for non-pros. I mean, non-pros, we don't what we call us amateurs. We don't ever really receive this kind of money. But still the top 5 riders still together. All the men are there still together. We've got Daniel, Peter, Reynard, Brent, and Tinus all still in the mix. All 5 riders together, and then Lucy and Courtney just a little bit behind. There we go. That looks like a much more comfortable saddle position. As you can, I'm just crossing over, watching again. We've got all the riders just looking at there. Some seriously workout going at the moment as these riders make their way down the route. Just having a look exactly how far they've gone now. So 2.5 kilometers, and it just feels like it's taking forever. And I mean, these guys are burning. And those 10 kilometers, when you're in the red zone, it's just unbelievably hard. And you just think, oh, I just want it to end, and it just can't. So if you look at the top of the screen there as well, you'll see a little icon there. It just shows you that one of the riders is getting a draft effect on the others, and how they're using each other there. Losing somebody at the moment that looks like Tina's coming off the back slightly. Still not showing a time gap there, but we are definitely seeing an attack now from Brent. Brent's starting to go quite hard. Let's see, is this the move as he gone ahead? Reynard right behind him. He's decided to go with him. You can see Tina's 9 meters. Oh, there's a serious attack now from Reynard. Reynard has decided to go. And that is some serious there. 509, nearly 600 watts he was pushing out there. 45 kilometers an hour he's pushing out. So yes, Reynard has decided this is the time to go. 9.53 watts per kg. Wow, wow, wow. Those are some serious numbers. He's pushing zone 5, zone 6. It's telling you exactly what he's doing there. So Reynard decided, you know what, guys, I've checked it out. I've seen what's happening here. Just looking at him on the screen, he's dancing on those pedals and he's really working out there. Reynard Geyser, he's just going for it. I'm just watching him on his Zoom channel and yeah. So Peter trying to answer. Some of the guys are trying to look for an answer, but the gap's certainly glowing already. 2 seconds, we can see that. So yeah, Brent still sitting in second. Peter Avenant in third there. We've got Daniel in fourth and Tinus in fifth place. There we go. The gap coming back now. So what was Reynard doing? Reynard Geyser, was he testing the field? Was he just having a look and saying, let's see what who's got what testing the field today to say who's going to respond if I do something like that. You can see Reynald again. He's pushing quite hard now. Brent pushing. He was zone 6. You see it turning red on the screen there. So that means he's pushing quite hard now. So maybe are these going to be one of the two winners? Are they going too early? Or are they do these guys know that there's still a lot of climbing still to go? Some 145 meters to go. Let's go back to Lucy. Lucy, we seem to have lost. There she's back there. That's Lucy sitting at 270 watts. This is see where Courtney, she's sitting at 298 watts. She's done 3.1 kilometers. Lucy sitting at 3.2. So Lucy slightly ahead of Courtney. Has Lucy gone out hard? I know there's a big challenge between these two. Still a long way to go for both of them, but let's just have a look and see how they fare a little bit later on. But back to the front of the racing now. That's Brent. They did the ghosting there a little bit. Did you see that? They just disappeared for a while. That's quite cool. It's a tactic we call in racing called ghosting. After watching Peter now, he's looking down now. He's trying to look for an answer for these two here. There's Brent and Reynard out in front. And has Peter got an answer? He's got a world experience in Peter Avenatti. There's a lot of experience there. Can he pull something back? Brent now, he's decided to go. Pushing in zone 6 in the watts there, over 400. And there we go. And Peter is coming back. Peter is not letting go just yet. You can see him closing that gap now, but some serious racing at the moment. Tinus and Daniel just quite a way off the back now from these two, but have they gone too early, or have they said, guys, this is the way it's going to do? You can see exactly where they are on the route. They are closing in on the halfway mark already. And we said fastest qualifying time was 16 minutes, so they're going to get pretty close to the end. We're closing in on halfway, and they're sitting at 17 minutes, and 7 minutes and 14 seconds that they were there. As these Brent and Reynard now still going. 146 meters, Peter behind. He tried to come back. Just looking at him on the zoom camera, his head is down. You can see he's really suffering. He's looking for an answer. But these two guys are definitely going through. Brent Yelland and Reynard Geyser at the moment. Both youngsters out there. Let me tell you, Reynard is still dancing on those pedals there. It looks like he's at the local nightclub because he's just really bouncing up and down in his lounge at home, and he's just not letting go. And yeah, Brent is trying to give him every time Reynard does something. Brent has got a response for him now. So these two, are they going to ride each other into submission, and Peter going to still come back? He's showing that he's now only 190 meters behind. So that is a lot of time to make up, and then still try and get away from these guys. Have they gone a bit too early? But it's only 10 k's, and in the greater scheme of things, that's not a long way to go. But let me tell you one thing: when you're in the herd box, it's 10 k's can take forever. As these riders make their way up Brett's Neck. It's basically the same gradient as we ride on Brett's Neck. You can see they've done 132 meters of climbing, only 91 meters left of climbing still to go. So most of the riding, a lot of the climbing has been done already as they make it through the 5.4 kilometer mark. Let's have a look where Lucy is. Lucy's still sitting there. She's at sitting at 172 watts, just taking it easy. She's obviously watching the whole time. She's watching where Courtney is, and Courtney's sitting at about 20 seconds behind Lucy. Courtney, also, I've seen her race before a lot of times on the virtual world, working a lot with Ashley Moorman-Passy as well in the past. So is she holding back and just saying, let's give Lucy some airtime there and see what happens and coming back? Or is Lucy definitely caught Courtney off guard here tonight? That's going to be the answer. Reynard looks like he has gone again. Reynard, no, there we go. Brent is still with him. So Reynard and Brent Dillon still together. And these two guys are flying through this course here a lot faster than we expected. They're sitting at 42 kilometers an hour, these two. I mean, that's just ridiculous. There we go. clocking 50 kilometers an hour as they go into zone 3, zone 4. As you can see, as the route dips a little bit, you see the wattage drop slightly as these guys go through. Looking back down there, Peter Avenard now nearly 400 meters behind. So yeah, there's a big gap growing here now. Peter's going to looks like he's going to have to set off the third, but Daniel breathing right down Peter's neck. He's got 2 seconds behind Peter, so Daniel's closing in on Peter. Tennis are then a further 20 seconds behind Daniel. So it looks like Peter and Daniel are now almost together as these two riders. Reynard Geyser now in the lead at the moment with Brent some 8 meters behind him. So unbelievable racing. This is really exciting to see how these guys are doing. Switching back to Lucy. Let's just have a look there. We'll follow Lucy for a while as we watch those leaders. We can see exactly on the screen. If you look on the screen, it looks like that line across the screen. That's where they are on the route. The red is obviously your leaders, and you can see where the other riders are placed. We are watching Lucy now, and you can see there's quite a big gap to Courtney, around about a minute now to Courtney. So Courtney not having a great day, or she's just holding back, but I think if she was holding back, she really needs to start moving now because she's some 380 meters, a minute, almost a minute behind Lucy. So either maybe having a technical problem or just not in that, it's just not her day today. And it happens. We all have what we call a virtual puncture where the trainer messes around or you just have one of those things. And Lucy having an unbelievable race today. I know that there's big competition between these two girls. So let's going to see what they do there. Nearing the top now, 154 meters done climbing, only 68 meters to go. As Brent and Reynard still out in the lead. Quite a big gap to Peter, some 446 meters. Peter is now with Daniel. You can see them switching positions. So there's going to be a fight for third place between Daniel and Peter. Peter, just watching him here, he keeps telling himself down. He's working very hard in that garage of his. I can tell you one thing. He's got a lot of bikes, eh? He's got all those bikes in the background there. He's got a lot of machines. He's on one. He's still got another 2 or 3 hanging up on the wall behind him, and the fans are just going wild there. But Lucy riding with Brent Rogers, Brent and Lucy are in the. Obviously, I think they're from Cape Town. I know Courtney's from Cape Town, and they are riding together. There we go. Daniel, I'm just looking there. Sure, just look at that. Lucy's hair, the fans are on wild. The hair's standing up on end there, as you can see her. She's just focused. She's got her headphones on. She's obviously got whatever music she's decided to use. And there we go. Even though who's with it? Daniel. Daniel's with it. He's pouring a whole bottle of water over him. So these guys are working extremely hard. This is really, really tough racing. Daniel down in 4th place. He is going neck and neck at the moment with Peter Arnott. So there we go, Peter and Daniel together. As the two of them are trying working out, they are looking at racing for 3rd place. There we go, there's Daniel. Like you see, you can even check on his avatar. He's nice and wet. He just sprayed himself with a water bottle there. So Daniel and Peter having a good go at each other there while we've got Brent and Reynard still going off. I think they're giving them different helmets, so that helps us a little bit, I'm guessing. That's what you see, the blue helmet and the blue tag, and then they get a red helmet and the red tag. See, the color coding. Okay, so this makes them all very exciting there. Look at the watts that they're pushing out there. This is really, really cool racing. One of the first times I've had the privilege of watching the racing here on Be Cool. And let me tell you one thing, this is really an amazing platform. The amount of information that we're getting off the screen is really unbelievable. You can go to different types of camera views, 3D. You can obviously go first person view, all those different views on the side there. Lots of different gimmicks to play with as you're riding, just to make your riding experience that much more realistic and that much more fun, just to give you something to do. Because we all know, I mean, with COVID, we were all locked down and virtual racing took off unbelievably. And in South Africa, we still have some favor. It can get quite bitterly cold here in Joburg. And I'm, for one, I play on the virtual platforms during the winter. I can tell you one thing, because to ride out at -4 degrees is not fun in any language. So, yeah, this is really great to watch these guys racing. Let's go over to Tennis and see how he's doing. Tennis out there, he's lying in 5th place there, still hanging on. Still pushing in zone 6 to almost 300 watts. So still working very, very hard. But yeah, some 600 meters or so, a little bit behind the leaders, Reynard and Brent, as those two keep changing positions all the time. Let's have a look back at Lucy. She also was just ghosting a little bit there as Lucy makes her way through there. Some more international spectators on the side. And we're just watching her back at her zoom there. She must have like an industrial fan playing with her because that hand, his dancing around just as much as what she is. And looking at Reinhard Kaiser, he's still dancing there. Brett Yellen, he's fighting with that bicycle at the moment. You can see that both of them are up and down in the saddle the whole time. These guys are just they're not letting each other get away. So Brett and Reinhard, there's something definitely happening out there on the route as the two of them are going through now. So Reinhard still out there at the moment, pushing for that 25,000 rand. There goes Brent again, and you can see just watching. It's amazing to watch because obviously we've got the zooms open here, and you can see when he stands on his pedals and jumps around and dances on those pedals. Also, he pushes to the front, and you can see those watts increasing. So each one of them attacking all the time, trying to look for a chink in the armor of the other rider. And right now, not one of them has let go yet. So 9.6 kilometers, only 700 meters to go now for these two riders. So now it's going to come down to a bit of a sprint. We are going to see a sprint coming in. Race time at the moment sitting at 15 minutes 30 seconds. We said the fastest qualifying time was just over 16 minutes. So these guys are going to come very, very close. Let's just see exactly who's going to take that lead. And Brent's going again now with 500 meters to go. Starting to dance here. You can see zone 6.5, 29 watts at the moment. He's pushing, and Reinhard is showing the gap is still a 0, so he's not that far. Reinhard's right behind him. Has Brent gone too soon? He's got 400 meters to go. That's a long 400 meters when your legs are burning and they're screaming at you, please stop, 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 stop. And there's Jens Voigt who's actually came out with a shirt saying, shut up legs, because you just know, every rider will know when you are burning and the legs are screaming at you to stop. There we go. We can see the finish line. It's Reinhard is gone now. Reinhard has decided to go. Did Brent go too soon? I think Brent might have gone too soon, and Reinhard is attacked. There's the finish line, and it's going to be there. Reinhard Kaiser is going to take it over Brent Yellen. That is our winner for today. Brent, now he's there we go. So it'll kick Reinhard out of there because he's crossed the line there. So Reinhard first, Brent second. Let's go over to Lucy and, well, let's actually watch between Daniel and Peter because Daniel and Peter are still going to be now racing for third place. Let's have a look there. So we've got Daniel out in third at the moment. Peter Avenard still with him as they make their way through to the finish line. They're sitting at 9.8, so still 500 meters to go for these two. They're going to be sprinting out for third place. An unbelievable ride by both of them, those youngsters there. That was Brent Yellen and Reinhard Kaiser. Reinhard, I'm just watching him. He's hanging over those handlebars. He's in a world of pain, but I'm sure he is so happy with that. Brent, I'm sure, will be kicking himself going a little bit too early in that virtual world. So there we go. These two now are going to start lining up each other for the sprint. Daniel out in the lead. Peter right behind him. Peter going back again. Daniel now back in the lead. These two are neck and neck. Who is going to take third place? Peter goes once again. Has Peter decided? He has gone now. Peter Avenard is now gone. Trying to go. They can see the finish line up ahead of them. Who is going to take it? Third place will go to Peter Avenard by the looks of it. Peter in third place. So over to Lucy now and Courtney. Let's have a look exactly where they are. Lucy sitting at 9.5 kilometers, 8.9 kilometers for Courtney. So Courtney not having a great day. Lucy out in the lead at the moment. She's sitting at 9.5 kilometers, 800 meters to go. She is still working. And I can see in her face now, she's starting to realize that this is actually, it's going to happen. She's going to get the win now, barring anything now. And we all know South Africa, load shedding can strike at any time. But watching Lucy's face now, she is in a world of pain. There's starting to be a bit of a smile edging under that face of her. She knows she's only got 700 meters to go, and there's no sign of Courtney. Courtney's some 625 meters behind Lucy as she makes her way towards the finishing line now. Just 600 meters to go for Lucy. She is going to be the 2023 champion of the Virtual Race Series, taking away 25,000 rand here for Lucy this evening. There she is. I can see the finish line. I'm sure she can see it. Daniel sitting next to Daniel sitting next to her. He's got a big grin on his face. I think he's happy for Lucy as well. He looks like he's worked himself into a coma as well there. But yes, well done there, Daniel. He's got a big grin on his face. Lucy, it's real. It almost looks like she's gonna burst into tears. I don't know if she's happy or she just can't believe it. I think the excitement on her face is just unbelievable as she makes her way towards the finish line. 300 meters to go. Lucy, this is your moment. This is your time to shine as you make your way through to the finish line now with just 200 meters to go. Going all the way, she's got some crowd there's a whole lot of people actually behind it in the real world as well, starting to clap and cheer on now. That's going to be a great ride by Lucy there. Lucy coming through now with just 100 meters to go. She can see the finish line. Lucy, if you can hear me, put your hands in the air and give us a big salute as she crossed that line there. So Lucy on the way through now to the finish line. The 2023 champion there, Lucy, unbelievable. There she goes. She's cheering. She's cheering. She didn't stop. Didn't stop petting until that line crossed. She crossed that line there. She's so happy. I think she might actually. I think she's overwhelmed. She really is overwhelmed. So let's go over to Courtney and see where Courtney is, because she'll be our second place lady out there on the road. As Courtney's got just 700 meters to go. Not looking very happy there. Sitting in zone 5 though, so she's not hanging around. I mean that's still some big wattage as she goes across there. And Courtney on the way through now. Courtney Ware and. A brilliant ride here as well. I mean, Courtney, like I said, got a world of experience behind her. Still very young, still got a great future ahead of her. She did well in some of the other virtual racing, the races that I've seen. So tonight's just not that night. And we have those days. We have our off days and we have great days. So Courtney still fighting all the way to the end there. Sitting in zone 2, she can see the finish line now, just 400 meters to go. So that's really brilliant, Courtney. Thank you for actually taking part in the 2023. All riders that took part, thank you for taking part in our first ever virtual race series for 2023. You can go and tell all your friends now, this series is real. The prize money is real. It is all real. And we will see you again definitely next year. We're going to open it up again. Once again, remember the Be-Cool platform is free for your first month. Get on, try it, and go, wow, what an awesome platform. And then you can sign up and take it from there. So there we are, folks. Put your hands together now as Courtney makes her way to the finish line. Just 100 meters to go now for Courtney. She rounds that final little bend, the uphill in that race there as she makes her way there. The crowd is still cheering there. A brilliant ride there by Courtney as she goes through. And yeah, so there we go as she crosses the line. That's it, folks. Well done. Thank you to all our the riders for joining us. Thank you for all the sponsors involved, and to the Thompson Smiley Foundation and all the riders that are going on the tour now at the end of the month. A very good luck from all of us here. We hope to see you there, guys. And if you want to, please get involved. Just follow us on social media. Look out for the Thompson Smiley Foundation on Facebook, on TikTok. We've got accounts on TikTok, on Instagram, everywhere. And if you can get involved, and just every little bit helps. 10 rand here, 20 rand there, 100 rand there goes a long way. But from all of us, and to Wes driving the whole lot in the background, from all of us, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Bye bye.